Yo, what is good, you guys? We're gonna go over how to rework some of Azure Latch's biggest problems, so let's get straight into it. Alright, let's get this video started off with the Kaiser Impact Magnus rework. Right now, Magnus is unbearably overpowered. It's completely unsavable, but the worst part is that it's completely skillless to use. All you gotta do is look at the goal, click one button, and then you get to score an almost guaranteed goal while everyone else can just watch. The move is fundamentally broken, and I don't see any middle ground for both balancing the move and remaining true to the kind of shot it's supposed to be. If we just reduce its shot power, then it's no longer Magnus, it's just a boring, useless move. What Magnus really needs is a rework to how you can activate it. I believe that the devs should take inspiration from the manga with how Kaiser was only capable of truly using Magnus when the ball was completely still, so a quick and easy way to implement this into the game while balancing Magnus would be to give Magnus a significantly longer wind-up time and remove its iframes, making it so that if you get tackled while you use Magnus, its accuracy will completely plummet. Seriously, I don't see how hard it would be to implement this into the game. It solves all the problems with Kaiser Impact Magnus, and there's absolutely zero excuse for the devs not to do something like this when it comes to balancing the move. Alright, moving on from Magnus, let's talk about a goalkeeper rework. Listen, those changes to goalkeepers we got on the update were not a rework. They were literally just some stat adjustments and an animation rework. We need a true goalkeeper rework. First of all, we need to nerf the goalkeeper hitbox, make it how it was when the update dropped. I don't know what the devs were smoking when they reverted those changes. Then, we need to buff goalkeeper dives, make them come out instantly and give them longer range, but increase the cooldown for diving. It makes absolutely zero sense why you should be able to spam dive. This serves zero purpose in this game other than let goalkeepers make huge mistakes and get away with it, as shown in this clip right here. Now, on to some actual new features for goalkeepers. First and foremost, let goalkeepers dive upwards. This one is just obvious. Secondly, let goalkeepers dive without choosing a direction, resulting in a body spread to fully save shots that are aimed too close to them. And thirdly, and this one is pretty optional, but consider giving goalkeepers a new ability to quickly rush off their line and clear the ball. This would completely counter players who try and get too close to the goalkeeper, while also letting them bait this out from goalkeepers and potentially chip them, adding a new layer of skill to the game. I'm not going to talk about goalkeeper flow since I already covered that in one of my previous videos, but this is how the devs could provide goalkeepers with an actual proper rework. Okay, now let's talk about a movement rework, and this is the most important rework out of every single one in this video. This is what we need to save Azure Latch's gameplay. Right now, the most infuriating, unfun bit of gameplay for Azure Latch is the movement. Watching your opponent get the ball and spam kick it forward while they spam mobility moves, while all you can do is mindlessly chase them with zero hope of catching up, is the biggest issue plaguing the game currently. This is just unbelievably bad game design, and it's nothing short of a joke that the issue hasn't been addressed for the 4 or so months that the game has been out. So I'm about to give you guys the easiest, most straightforward solution to this. Stamina. Copy a similar stamina system from Rematch. This system is glorious. A main stamina bar that you use for just about everything, then a shorter stamina bar that refills super slowly but lets you activate quick bursts of speed. No more of this iframe BS and kicking the ball forward BS. Remove super runs from the game completely, and when you have the ball, you regain stamina 50% slower and you deplete stamina 2 times quicker, meaning that you can only go so far until everyone else easily catches up to you, forcing you to either rely on your skills or to actually pass the ball. And this wouldn't kill dribbling skill in the game, since plenty of tech could still exist with the secondary stamina bar that lets you burst forward. Burnout should also exist. If you fully deplete your stamina bar, just like with many other games, you will become exhausted and get slowed down for a bit while you regain it. Kicking the ball forward will also heavily deplete your stamina, completely killing that scummy technique as well. So, what would gameplay look like with the stamina system I mentioned? Well, now you can actually catch up to people. The ball constantly changes possession and the game becomes much more engaging. You will spend so much more time actually 1v1ing with the stamina system instead of mindlessly chasing the ball. People will be significantly more inclined to pass the ball, and there will be a new level of gameplay depth as managing stamina and choosing when to utilize your burst will become essential. Really quick here, sorry to interrupt, but I need to let you guys know that I'm making a follow-up video to this one going over your guys' suggestions that you leave under this video. So make sure to comment your best suggestions for Azure Latch, and I'll be filtering by subscribers first, so if you want an even higher chance of your suggestion making it into that video, consider subscribing. Let's get back to the video now. Next, let's talk about a trap skill rework. Editing note here, low-key, I don't think I cooked that hard on this rework for trap skills, but I'm still gonna leave this in here because I do feel like it would make gameplay more fun, and I won't be surprised if I get made fun of in the comments for what I'm about to say. Traps are the most frustrating move in the entire game. They are completely brain dead and lead to annoying situations like goal camping, and I have the simplest, most effective solution ever. Instead of trapping the ball and catching it, every single trapping move apart from Nagi's should now clear the ball, meaning that you won't keep possession after trapping the ball and you'll instead launch it away and high up. And to get rid of goal camping, activating a trap skill inside your penalty box should give it a 3 times longer cooldown. We shouldn't just outright remove being able to use the skill inside your penalty area, because making last second saves is still fun. And trapping the ball while in flow should make it work like it currently does, because why not? You're in flow, you should be receiving a buff. So yeah, I think that making trap skills actually launch the ball away instead of keeping it would be a perfect way to balance them. Okay, moving on, let's talk about a physics and slight shooting rework. The physics in this game are absolute trash in the current state that they're in. The ball has the bounciness of a brick and has absolutely zero friction with the ground. The ball should be able to bounce high up and also rebound much harder off of the goalpost and crossbar. This would make gameplay feel a bit more realistic and less predictable in general, which is something that it really needs. And speaking of predictable, let's transition over to talking about a shooting rework, because that also needs some changes. Right now, there's only a handful of shooting moves that can have their trajectories adjusted, but when it comes to most moves, they go in the exact same spot every time, and they follow the exact same trajectory every time. In my opinion, this is boring, and it leads to extreme repetitiveness, and the existence of lineup spots that you can always turn to, which is both lame and overpowered. I believe that shooting should be reworked to just be a bit less consistent overall and require more skill than just clicking a single button on your keyboard. This suggestion is probably going to be my most controversial one of all of them, so I get it if you disagree, but I believe that when you shoot, the trajectory of the ball should vary a bit, and it should be uncertain where exactly your ball will go. Think of it as there being a cone, and when you shoot, the ball will end up anywhere within that cone, so you can't ever really know where exactly the ball will go when you shoot it, eliminating the presence of overpowered lineup spots and the predictability of shooting. It can be a tiny cone, but just enough to get rid of lineup spots and make the shooting process take a little more skill and thought. And the final thing that should be added to the game is the long requested clashing system. This has been requested since day one. When 2 players slide into the ball, they should start fighting for it. It's that simple. It can be a mini game, it can have special animations depending on which 2 characters are clashing. A system like this would be infinitely more fun and entertaining than just having RNG and ping decide who wins the ball when 2 players slide into it at the same time. If there's any new mechanic that the devs should add, it should be this. It should be clashing. I think I speak for everyone when I say that the entire community wants clashing to be in this game. Please devs, if you're watching this, consider spending some time developing clashing. At this point, it would be more hype than adding a new character, and it's something that Azure Latch would hugely benefit from. So yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to comment down below your best Azure Latch suggestions. I cannot wait to go over them in the next one.